And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
Aaron Fisher's Corporate Retreat is a perfect example of how philosophies and doctrines for civilization become perverted by Western colonialism. Fisher's film pits a gang of capitalists to get roped into a survival of the fittest game in the middle of Arizona. What follows is Fear Factor Under the Barrel of Semi-Autos, directed by a cult leader who claims spiritual enlightenment, but is so sexually frustrated that he has to constantly be flanked by a pair of women, gets easily gaslit by one woman to his own death, and sees heaven as a place to impose his will on underage girls. No wonder why this guy is a crypto bro. I watched this film thoroughly annoyed by the domestic accents of all of the characters and their entitled dispositions. Not one of these characters has any redeeming qualities, and once the big bad is defeated, Fisher's film pointlessly tacks on an extra 20 minutes with a cat fight and every cliche of a final girl in a horror film being thrown in just so Fisher could say he got that all under his lens in a film with his name on it. I've now come to believe that Fisher is as grossly narcissistic as the characters he created for this corporate retreat. With the cast carrying the Beachbody beauty markers for sex symbols of yesteryear and a plot focused on domestic terrorism released to a reportedly far from patriotic generation, this low-budget corporate retreat is just as torturous for the audience as it is for the characters dressed for sleepaway camp in Death Valley.
Pop your popcorn. That's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.